Hello, Orlando. So, look, I prepared the whole presentation, and today I will show you because I planned that we talk about parts of speech because step by step, block by block, we need to build this grammar foundation. So, I will start and we will proceed, I hope, together. So we know that there are building blocks in the speech that help us to speak, and these building blocks is different words. So these words divided into categories, and first is noun. I don't want to. We will talk about other later. So noun, just so we understand same terms the same way with you, we need to speak about each part, and then we will address different categories of grammar regarding this uh, part, like for example noun. So we need to understand that there are different types of nouns. For example, common is like in Spanish, like in other languages. However, English has its own like some specificities. And common nouns are just ordinary nouns like table, tree, bottle, country. And proper nouns, it's like names and names of people, names of cities, names of countries, any like geographical names. But also, you need to remember that in English, any language name is also like a proper name, so we need to write it with a capital letter, which is mayúscula in Espanol. And it's something that you need to remember because there are a lot of mistakes about that, and I can understand why. Because in Spanish, it's just like in Russian or Ukrainian, for example. When we write like for example Ukrainian with a small letter with a minuscula. Okay, let's go further, and we see here countable versus uncountable nouns. I don't know about Spanish. You can tell me. It's interesting. I think that it's the same in any language. So countable, we can count. We can count apples because we can see that one apple is separate from the second one and from the third one. Also, here we see the example chair. So chair is we also can count chairs. However, we cannot count milk because we cannot see how many. We can see how many packs of milk are in the box, for example, but we cannot count proper number of milliliters, right, or liters. So it's uncountable, and it's important to remember because grammar rules are different for countable and uncountable. And specifically when we talk about, for example, the verb to be, it really matters because we change to be for plural, and it's different for singular: was, were, am, are. Okay, so countable and uncountable, very good, we know. Also, we have different types like concrete and abstract. Um, hope it's understandable. Then we know that plural and singular exist, and there are different rules of plural form construction. Here we have three examples. For example, for regular nouns, plural is very simple. We need to add s. I think it's almost the same in Spanish, but for example, it's different in Ukrainian, but by the way, almost the same. Yes, and sometimes we are adding es. It really depends. I guess it's also very intuitive, especially for you, because you already know English, and Spanish maybe has something similar. And for irregular, it's very important to remember because it's different from Spanish. So, never say women's or men's. I understand that you want to tell this because you get used to it, like in Spanish, but it's very important. I guess that the main issue I can hear, maybe also for Russian speakers, for Ukrainian speakers as well, um, when you like mess with the plural for women and men. So men, men, woman, women. And for children, we know that it's not. It's like there are rules, but there are some specificities. So child, children, and we also have several nouns that don't change their form at all in plural. Okay, and articles. Yeah, you will be practicing this because I have exercises for you. And when we talk about nouns, you know that the very important part of English language is articles. Maybe for you it's not so difficult, and it's very good because we don't have articles in Ukrainian, nor in Ukrainian, neither in Russian. So for Eastern European speaker, it's quite difficult. However, just few words about them. We have indefinite. I think it's same. And in Spanish, here it's an, but in Spanish it could be uno, una, I guess. But you know it. And definite is the. Here, maybe if you have any issues with that, it could be using article with the names of countries because it can be difficult to remember. But for example, with countries, most often when it's not federations or confederations or kingdoms, we don't use them. I think that we also can use the if it's not independent countries, but now they don't exist, I think. So, for example, Russia, Ukraine, France, Spain, Mexico. But with there will go the Netherlands because it's a kingdom, the United Kingdom because it's a kingdom, the United States of America because it's federation. Yeah, by the way, Mexico is also federation, but since it consists only of one word, I guess they don't use that. What else? Australia, also. Yeah, so on and so forth. And some nouns don't have article at all. and here is the case. It's like uncountable or plural nouns. Yes, so I think it's the same, but you will let me know maybe on our next lesson if it's the same in Spanish. It would be very good hook, to memorize it. And possessive, it's something that I don't think that exists in Spanish. You also can let me know if you want, but when we need, and you understand what I'm trying to say, tell about like belongings, we need to add apostrophe and s if it's singular, and s and apostrophe if it's plural. So it's something that you need to memorize. And look, here I have a link. I invented it. I like to add something interesting. It's sometimes can be quite boring. So here are some practices. You can do it at home when you have time, just to note. It's very simple, very simple. However, it's good to just to start practicing, because you didn't have practice. I mean, you haven't practiced. Just to maintain, maybe you know everything. It's okay. When we repeat, we just are making our knowledge stronger. And also, for irregular, you can do and check yourself if you want, just to understand. But you can just make and give it to me. It's okay. Even if you make a mistake, it's very good to know, so we could practice. And here you need to add correct article. If it's very easy, it's very good. We will not focus on this part. We will move forward. So I hope you will enjoy it, and I think that we can. It's enough for this. I mean, like grammar part, and yeah, this is it. Thank you so much. I wish you good luck.